Hello, gentlemen.
Hi.
I have good news for you, Zuckerman.
I'm going to get canceled. The government's going to throw me off the air.
No, it's even better.
Please.
It's even better.
Please.
The guy to your left has COVID right now.
Is that true?
No. 100% no.
Are you sick?
I coughed and he goes, do you have COVID? I said, no, I actually took a test.
Listen to the way
He's got the throat.
I don't have the throat.
He's got the throat.
I literally do not have the throat.
Why did you show up?
Cam, do I sound exactly the way I always
You
sound?
said you had a cold.
I had a cough. No,
did you test?
Yes, I was negative.
I'm negative on you. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know.
This is you're the negative Jack, my son, who's here. Just got over it. He was sick for 5 days.
Yeah, I'm not
tested
sick,
negative.
but I'm not sick.
He had this little bit of a head cold.
I don't have a head cold. I have a cough from talking too much. I was at the bridge.
Yeah.
I talked all day.
Oh, that's right. You were at that show.
I smoked a lot. I saw Jerry.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
The bridge. So just in case people don't know what that show is, that's Bridge Hampton.
Bridge Hampton. So
it's a very nice concours, right?
It's awesome. Yeah.
It flies under the wire, but it's a lot of rich guys from Long Island.
Yeah. It's in like basically Montauk. It's way out. It's way out there.
And why were you there?
They've been inviting me.
It's a long. Remember? You don't realize how long Long Island is.
It's long.
Until you go to Montauk.
Yeah, it's long.
When I was at Villa d'Este, that's what somebody. Yeah, what are you doing here?
Yeah,
what were you doing there, though, Johnny?
To be fair, Shamina Boss and Jeff Einhorn. By the way, Einhorn, I don't know if you know him. He's El Chapo's lawyer, which I always think.
Really?
Yeah. But he's
done some good job.
Yeah.
He's never going to see the light of day.
I always feel weird hanging out with Jeff because I'm like, isn't a bomb going to go off? Like,
what do they have to do with this event?
They put it on.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, I can't remember the guy's name.
This event is put on by El Chapo's lawyer.
Right. Let's just say El Chapo. Shamina Boss. She runs a big PR company. She's great. So the owner of the bridge, it's a golf course.
Right.
He bought the property. He wanted to put a racetrack in or reopen the racetrack because it's an old racetrack.
No, I know.
Yeah.
They still have some of the bridge or
know.
something there, right?
Yeah. And the townspeople, like Jerry, said, no, don't do it. And he said, fine, I'll open a golf course. So he built a golf course there, but he said, one day a year, I'm going to do a non-golf thing. It's going to be a car show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so he partnered with Shameen, and she goes, I like cars too. I don't know that much about them. Einhorn knows everything. Get Jeff. And it's kind of like if you imagine if the Concours d'Elegance met Luft, meaning it's savvy the way the cars are positioned. They're not just in rows. And it's kind of like, you know how at Luft, anywhere you point your camera is kind of a great shot.
Yeah.
Just because the cars are like, he actually hires an architect.
You must be able to Google some of this so we can have
knows everything.
Tell Cam to go to my Instagram.
I'm hoping Cam can do something besides
Can save us from this.
Spike, tell Cam.
He's way off. He's way off this morning. He hasn't been able to load cars.
COVID? Is it COVID?
The doors and gates were locked. And now, what is...
Oh, God, leave him in.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that's me in high school.
Oh, God.
You look so much taller in high school.
She was short.
That doesn't even look like you.
That's me.
What happened to you? What happened to you?
Look at the sad Lieberman eyes in that picture.
No, I like that guy. That's the guy I want on the show.
No, the hair part.
Those don't even look like the same humans.
Gee, Spike, 33 years ago, let's pull a picture of you up.
It would
He actually
look
looks
like
the
me.
same.
It would
He's
rather
one of
look
those
like
guys
me.
that looks the same.
All right.
But that guy looks like 6'2" and like a football player.
I was a football player, but I was not 6'2".
There
it is. Yeah.
That's much better.
So-
no high school Liebermans to look at.
Okay, so
look at this.
there's it's the highest point on Long Island is the where they kind of put the main part of the
That's
thing.
such bullshit. That's not the highest point.
According to them, it is.
It's the highest point, not.
Is it this sparsely attended, or are there a lot of people there?
No, there was a lot of people there. 300 cars. I would say a couple thousand people. They keep it real small on purpose. I think it's quite a expensive event to attend, but they did stuff like, and again, you'd have to be in the know, but like you put together like a pod of cars where it's all cars where when you look at them, you think to yourself, oh, I hope that's a manual. And they all happen to be manual. So it's like a F430, 928 GTS, stuff like that. And they brought all the manuals.
Nice.
So it's clever. There's something to it.
And what do they do? They just invited you there and you went, or did they pay you to show up?
They've been inviting me for years. And I always say, I'll go. That's nice, but I'm not going to fly myself and put myself up. And so
it was a simple question, sir.
Did you get money?
Did you get
I
money or
got
not?
no money.
Sleeper,
You
man.
just went.
My sister-in-law got married on Friday in Philly,
the
so I drove up.
excuses.
All right.
Yeah.
Excuses not asked for.
No, I admire that. What the fuck? He's passionate about cars.
Yeah,
He's
no,
passionate
it's
about
super-
money.
Huh?
I'm passionate about money. He should get the money.
And I'm like a combination of both of you.
Yes.
That's interesting that you've hit on that.
Yeah.
He'll just go because he likes cars. And I like
Right.
cars too.
I like
but I won't
cars.
just go
Yeah.
because I like
Money.
that's
Well,
right.
here's the thing. I shot a video. I will put it on my channel, that type of thing. So I will eventually make a little
What's
money
Johnny
off it.
driving?
It's not called that.
All right.
It's called Driving with Johnny. Actually, it's
We
called
got some cool
Walking
cars
with
behind us. Can I see the monitor there? Baiju Bhatt is going to be here. He's the guy that founded or co-founded Robinhood, and he's got a new company, Aetherflux. Aetherflux. Do I have that right?
Well, I wouldn't know. No.
Aetherflux.
It's a rocket.
Aetherflux.
Aether.
Cameron, you are losing all over the place today. I said Aether. He goes, no, it's Ether. It's Aetherflux.
He doesn't look like he slept.
Yeah, what is going on?
Did you got a hangover? Are you in the bag this morning?
I'm as clear as could be. That was a pronunciation.
This is you clear?
Yeah.
You're like 0 for 9
Yeah,
today.
I'm dropping the ball right now.
It's okay.
Wow.
He's going to take the Ineos Grenadier.
Good.
Imagine that, going from that rusted out Golf to the Ineos. While we're gone, he's going to be driving
We're going to
that.
turn him into the next Zach Clapman.
Who's that?
This guy. This guy.
Cameron?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, well, that's...
No, he's a basketball player. He's good with cameras. He knows how to shoot.
Let's not limit him. Let's not
I can be a car
prejudge
guy.
him.
What's that?
I can turn into a car guy. It can
Yeah.
happen.
It's not what it's cracked up to be.
It's really not.
It's really not.
You meant to
You just be
say-
yourself.
I'm having a good time.
Speaking of which, as Sundays, I frequently get a call by Jay Leno, from Jay Leno, who gives me a review of our show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and usually likes it. Generally, always likes it. It's always fun. He's always got funny notes about what we've said and said. This week he said, Lieberman's got it wrong about the Horsey Horseless, and I go, I'm sure. And I said, in what way? He goes, well, he got it partially right, but the horses in the Horsey Horseless were to not scare the other horses on the road.
That was also, I actually said that. You cut me off as I was saying that, but it was two things. I got it partially. It was two things. Not to scare the other horses,
Yeah.
but also so that it would feel like you were still in your horse and buggy.
This is a very good excuse. So every time you're wrong, you say, you cut me off.
Play the tape.
I was going to, if you say,
Spike,
I was-
tell Cam to play the
This is-
tape.
He can't go. He can't do anything today.
But I like
There's
that.
nothing he's been able
Every
to
time
accomplish
you're wrong,
today.
Yeah. Well,
I would have got to that, but you cut me off.
I remember saying, so the people can say normal, and then there's a famous illustration of the horsey horse with oncoming horses. And as I was talking to that, you rudely talked over me, but I was saying that.
It's plausible.
It's plausible.
Possible.
Yeah.
Apparently, the outward-facing part of the show didn't have that in there. So it's just a little correction there for you Spike's Car Radio people.
Well, as long as Jay Leno cares.
Jay Leno loves you, by the way.
I love Jay. We were texting just the other day.
It's nice.
He's a good dude.
He is a good dude. What else? There was another. Oh, here. Go to that press release thing. Porsche had a stock meeting the other day. Look what they put in here. Now, Johnny, here's where I need your expertise.
Yes, sir.
I thought last week we said the 718 was dead.
We did say that.
The internal combustion engine 718 was dead.
We did say that.
Yeah, as far
This
as I know.
is a stockholder meeting this week. Porsche, slide number 9, where it says top ICE derivatives for the new 718. Did they change course?
News to me.
They did.
News
yesterday.
to me too.
Yesterday, there was an announcement that they will continue with
Making-
ICE, internal combustion engines for 718 and its ilk.
But does that mean the electric 718 is dead now?
They
Or-
didn't specify.
I don't know. I'd love to see the rest of the slideshow. But by the way,
I don't think it's about the 718. I mean, you can look at any slide you want.
This is a really
but-
bad slideshow, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks really boring. I hate slideshows.
This is the best that they can do.
Well, they're trying not to tell you, obviously they have some excitement about new models going.
But wait a second. A B SUV. That's really interesting.
What does that mean?
B is smaller than Macan. Macan's a size SUV. So a B SUV means like a mini Porsche.
It seems like
That's pretty
Porsche
cool.
has completely bailed on electric here, right? What's the next slide? What's slide number 10?
BEV, 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 BEV.
Yeah, there you go.
So there is a 718 BEV. So they're still
they're gonna
sticking
do both.
with that. Yeah. Now I wonder they'll probably either, well, there's two things they're going to do. Well, three things they could do. They either keep the 718 in production and just like update it, which is kind of like what Nissan does with the Z, just like,
Right.
here's a 15-year-old platform you can buy brand new. Or they take this thing, the 718 battery electric, and they figure out a way to stuff a motor in it. Or they develop an all new platform, which I can't believe they do that. That's
Right.
a lot of money. So
Right.
probably keep the old one going, which is, you know, they're great cars.
Amortization. They have paid for the investment.
They sure have. And so have you.
Yes.
What have you been
helped.
driving, Johnny? What do you have this week?
I have a Maybach. I have the SL 680 and I have the Cadillac Escalade IQL.
I think we have footage of the Cadillac, right?
Oh, yes.
Here
Is
it
that
is
what
right
that
here.
is?
Yes.
You like?
Oh, I'm so in love with this
It's
thing.
pretty ugly.
You've driven
No, it's not.
You've driven 28 Cadillacs in a row.
I've driven 2 Cadillacs in a row. But
You're-
2. Just
All
2.
right, take us through this thing.
So the IQL is 4.3 inches longer than the regular Escalade IQ, and it's
Right.
all behind the C-pillar, so it's all third row and space behind the third row. So I'm
Is that
trying
a
to show you-
Coca-Cola right
Is that
there?
an
That's what
open
I'm drinking.
can?
No, it's this. I'm trying to show the scale, how big that bag I have is.
Oh, put a quarter in there.
Put your brain in the back if you want.
Well, your penis. Yeah. That'll show scale.
And then I walk to the front, and I'm showing the seats, how they go up and down. Okay, then I walk to the front. So because you can do anything, so actually now I'm going to show you the range here.
Nice
So
looking interior.
it's a great interior.
This is another electric EV.
Yeah, now watch,
SUV.
foot on the brake pedal, door just shuts, boink.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
Yep. Rolls Royce has it. 55-inch
I
screen.
like that too.
It's humongo.
What's that glossy dash?
It's some kind of wood that's hard to photograph. But
Do you have
I'm gonna-
shorts on, bro?
Probably, bro, because it was 180 degrees when I filmed this.
Bruh.
But look, at 77%
No one wants to see
state
your
of
leg
charge,
hair.
357 miles of range. So
That's not bad.
It's insane, actually.
Yeah.
The range on this is insane.
Oh,
God.
God.
Man.
You don't even have socks on.
I'm in my freaking driveway. What are you talking about?
This is supposed to be a professional car video.
A family show.
But anyways,
Jesus Christ.
look at the frunk.
Wow.
So,
I have to say I hate this thing, but keep
well,
going.
you know, you haven't driven it and you're reactionary, but look at
Yeah,
this
true.
thing. This is
It is true.
like, look at this.
Johnny, you are right
Yeah,
about that.
That's a 28-inch suitcase. So it's 45 inches. I measured the front.
Wow.
It's 45 inches long. So if you're like a big family, you could actually like take a lot of stuff and people, and you don't have
in
to
the
charge
front,
it.
people in the front. Yes.
Richard
It is
Fisk,
kind of
yeah.
cool.
It's amazing, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
you know air suspension. It's 785 pound-feet of torque, 750 horsepower.
I think I want to drive some of these Cadillacs.
You should get this one. I actually had dinner with Mercedes at the bridge, and I said, "You guys got a big problem. It's
Yeah.
It's an electric
Yeah.
Cadillac," and they were like, "We know, we're aware."
Cadillac has always seemed like they have that great driving tech. They have these new cars coming out that have cool things, but they always seem to stay below the waterline a little bit and
This
not
is the
pop yet.
like they got
Because
their
and one of the things, and I've seen it in the comments here, is the price. Like, what is the cost of it?
158,000 for
That's
that.
a lot of
Right,
money.
it's a lot of money.
But
It's a lot of money.
but if you look at a $158,000 Mercedes SUV,
Right.
it's going to be smaller, less less room, less luggage
Right.
space, less power. It's not going to handle any better.
But it's not a Mercedes; it's a Cadillac.
But this is a Cadillac. I mean, this is.
But you know what I mean by that, right?
Yeah,
You just there's
it
this
doesn't
assumption
have
that
the
maybe
prestige.
it's a little more affordable than
Yeah.
a Mercedes would be.
Right, but this is the first one in my the CTSVs and the CT5V Blackwings, those type
Right.
of, they got there on performance. They totally perform as well as like AMGs and M5s and all that. They did that, but then the interiors were always kind of like, really? You're putting carbon fiber on top of aluminum on top of leather. They just didn't know what they were doing. This is the first one, the Escalade IQ, where they just there's no buts. Like even on the old, like if you get a normal gas powered Escalade and you look at it like from like your ribs up, it's really nice. But you look down, you're like, that's a Chevy. I can see all the Chevy shit. Not here. It's like nice everything.
Okay, so this is a great vehicle to be driven to the airport. It's
Phenomenal.
This is what I see here.
It's an
This
Uber.
is the ultimate airport vehicle.
It's an Uber.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not.
Phenomenal.
But no, what individual is going to buy this unless he's got 7 kids?
Well, it's 4 people with 7 kids. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, to me, pick me up and go to the airport for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
That's what
it's
I.
great.
And I'll tell you how much I like it, but I'm not going
It's
to
a
buy it.
$150,000 car to be driven to the airport.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I mean,
You see how he fucked you into the corner there?
Yeah.
a little
It's
bit.
all about
yes.
airport drives.
I guess
Yes.
so. It's really nice.
I think-
4-wheel steering, super easy to park.
Oh yeah, at the airport.
I think,
at
I think
LAX.
what he's trying to say is polarizing. Like, I think I would actually like this, and I would actually use it, and I do respect the mileage that these
It's incredible.
Cadillacs are
And
getting.
you should. It
But I also agree with
drives.
Zuckerman; they are pretty homely at the same time.
This thing is not homely at all. I think it's gorgeous. And again, this is the L.
I mean, you call that good looking?
Yeah.
It's a fucking blob.
No, it's not. Dude, you guys are way off on that. Spike, tell Cameron to go to my Instagram and look at the picture of the hard
the
I have a
Spike.
better idea.
Yeah.
Let's talk about BlueChew.
Okay.
Guys, enter the.
You guys are fucking crazy, by the
My
way.
blob to
This
a
thing is
bone.
gorgeous. Gorgeous.
You know, guys, enter the room dick first.
Yeah, we do. Wait.
BlueChew isn't just a tablet, it's a cheat code for your crotch. Stronger, harder, longer lasting, like someone gave you downstairs a pep talk. Thank you very much. And a gym membership. BlueChew is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. And then they write a bunch of jokes here.
Oh, yeah.
Jokes, I'm sorry. I'll read a few of them because I'm required. Sometimes I take BlueChew to make standing in line easier, something to lean on.
Oh god.
Yes or no?
You know, for the first time, not only do we have an 8-year-old in the room, but a female as well.
It's not my fault.
Not
This is-
hitting.
This is everyone signs a disclaimer when they come in. A waiver. So whatever happens here stays here.
Gotcha.
This ain't a supplement. It's an erection resurrection.
Oh god.
No. I tried BlueChew and now my hog has a zip code and voting rights.
Better?
That's out
No.
there.
It's
That's
better. I like the voting rights. It's-
Yeah, why? Why voting rights?
I don't know. I like the voting rights.
It is a good non sequitur.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, this isn't just about performance. This is about legacy or third legacy. Give her group chat something to talk about. You know, when you lay it down, they're talking about how it gets up. Nothing makes you more of a legend than a little BlueChew. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. We've got a special deal for you. You get free BlueChew. Just a promo code Spike911 at checkout and pay $5 for shipping. Join BlueChew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to BlueChew for details and safety information. And big thanks to BlueChew for sponsoring the podcast. We're also being sponsored this week by RaceDeck. Over 2 decades ago, RaceDeck was invented, a cost-effective, durable, truly do-it-yourself modular flooring system engineered for the garage. RaceDeck is the original modular flooring system with over 33 patents and proudly made in the USA. Over 20 styles to transform your ugly garage into the coolest garage on the block, which I still submit to you, gentlemen, that up there is the coolest garage on the block, right there.
Yeah, it's not
The elements I love, the yellow metal, the wood, as we know. In any Instagram post, put some wood, and you have a lot more likes than no wood. Save the wood comments for BlueChew.
That's right.
It can handle vehicle rolling loads in excess of 80,000 pounds, doesn't chip, peel, or stain.
Self-draining.
That's self-draining, yes.
Yes, self-draining.
Did you see my
Very
Nobleman
important.
article was
Yes.
finally posted and
Yes.
my RaceDeck was in there?
No, I
Yes,
missed
that's a
it.
big
Oh,
plug for RaceDeck
nice.
and for Sheffield watches. They manufacture 24/7, and your Jaguar was
Yes.
in there, which is over there.
A gentleman's car.
It was pretty good. I was pretty psyched about that, except for my comically large hand in one of the photographs.
Having a large hand is not a bad thing.
Beats small hands.
Do you remember your weird hands? Early on when we were doing
His
an
deaf
audio
hands?
show? Yeah, he had dead hands. I had a hand in a photograph.
Oh, it was like pre-AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, shop at racedeck.com. Use code SPIKE. We had to change the code. The code got out, by the way,
Really?
on this. Yeah, on some sort of coupon site. So now the new code for RaceDeck, SPIKE 3. They've got it wrong here. It says 365.
356.
Cameron, you're like 0 for 10. It's 356.
It's a Porsche thing.
All right. Well,
Not a
somebody
Ferrari
has
thing.
to check this on my production staff in Austin. It says here Spike 365 for an exclusive 15% off and free shipping, but it's supposed to be Spike 356. 356.
Cameron.
365. Cameron.
Hungover.
Wow. Are you going to have
Kaylee, come on.
What's that?
That's Kaylee. That's
Nah.
all right. It's
You're the
I'm
on-site producer.
I'm dropping the ball there. Yeah.
Yep.
Dropping the ball
I think
this
he's
week.
got a girlfriend.
What's that? You
He's
think
got a
it's
girl. He's
you think
distracted.
keeping him up all
He's
night?
distracted, yeah.
He's
keeping him
love.
distracted?
Yeah, he's got love
He's saying
eyes.
he's sharp today.
No.
I'm not seeing it.
I don't know. Is he stealing your BlueChew?
Oh.
He might need to. I mean, that is what
Sharpen the mind.
It's blood
it
flowing.
increases blood flow. It
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah.
That's
And
all it does.
in
vascular-
one area though. In
No,
one
no,
area.
in all areas. All over
It was
the
a
place.
heart pill.
Well, yeah,
Then,
yeah.
You can make it so it could, in theory, make your brain sharper.
More blood to the brain.
That's quite a theory.
Okay. Vascular.
he's almost a doctor.
Vascular insufficiency is a brain problem. Cognitive issues arise from vascular
So you're saying
insufficiency.
BlueChew?
Yes.
She's smarter.
Well,
I like when it cured COVID. That was.
All right. Baiju's coming on in a little bit. He's got some cool cars he's going to show us. He's going to tell us all about them. These lovely green things back. We got a lot of green in the hangar today.
We do.
Zuckerman, including that weird GT4. Whose car is that?
that is Mark, our detailer
Yeah.
and garage manager. He's doing a customer job here.
Oh, I see.
And,
Nice.
and we let him bring customer cars here because this is the environment where he can get it right.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
amazing.
It's got good lighting.
Yes.
Let's talk about some of this stuff I've seen on the internet. It's fun. Here's a new segment, Hot Mod or Hot Mess. There's a car that's
Mess.
for sale right now on pcarmarket.com right here.
Oh, mess.
There it is.
Mess.
Beautiful.
No,
992.
no.
Let me just get it out. 997.2 Carrera S Cabriolet. And that's right. It says center steering conversion. Let's see the interior, Cameron.
No.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Chomos.
Wait, what?
You know what a chomo is?
I do. I have no.
That's child molestation. You can't.
What?
Porsche Pomo. It's Porsche
yeah,
molestation.
Pomo. Why would you do that?
Cameron, by the way, that was your first win. You got the, there you went right to the shot, right at the perfect time. Thank you. Why don't you see if you can find another side angle of the interior so we can see this maniac, whoever this guy is, decided to take this car
Oh, it's awful.
and do a giant center seat conversion. Why?
Awful.
So Zuckerman,
Awful.
you go first. Hot mod or hot mess?
I would actually buy this car just to drive it into the crusher. This would go straight. This would be my gesture to mankind.
Yeah.
In the car world. This thing goes straight in the fucking crusher.
All right. Well, look, the current offer is $45,000. You'd
What?
be willing to spend that on a joke?
If we could do it through like a 501c3, like we do it through a charitable organization.
Look, it's got one bid. One bid.
A chandelier bit, trust
Do
me.
you think we could
awful.
go fund me?
So we could crush it?
You know, didn't want to bring it up, but the
Not a bad
fella
idea.
that's coming on the show is a billionaire. He's
Yeah.
worth billions.
Yeah.
This might be worth his joke.
His pocket change.
His pocket change. His gum money.
Gum money.
Half a Bitcoin.
I got me a bag of sweets. Okay.
But it would be sending an important
Message.
Porsche political message, which is stop fucking with cars that are made right.
And then we can crush it and put it into one of his rockets or satellites. We can send the shit
and
send
shoot
the
it
shit
into space.
where
We're
it
going to pitch
belongs.
that when he comes
Yeah.
on. We're going to pitch that when he comes
Smart.
on. Johnny,
Yeah.
I think I already know where you
I would like to buy this to give it to Zuckerman so he can drive it straight into the crusher.
So you agree it's a hot mess.
I actually what I'd really like to do if I had our guests pocket change, buy it and crash test it because they moved the seatbelts.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you what ain't gonna work right is aftermarket seatbelt repositioning. Like
You
that
don't
is-
think the
that is
lock-
decoration.
it won't- You'll be launched right through.
I would love to crash
You
test.
crash
this
into
thing.
the first Lieberman in space. Bam.
Here's another story I wanted to run by Zuckerman. Metal rod tears through car, pierces driver's butt while driving along California freeway.
Yeah, that shit happens.
A woman from Downey survived a freak accident on the 57 after a metal rod impaled her ass cheek while she was driving. The woman was a nurse. She
nursed herself.
She did. She said, I knew I shouldn't pull myself off this rod, but I did. just, because I know what the nurses and
you're
what
supposed to leave it in.
supposed to stay right where you are until the ambulance comes. Then she said she is now, trying to raise awareness and urging drivers of trucks to secure their loads after the incident
This
that
happened.
she believes was caused by unsecured object falling.
We get mattresses, tools, tires coming through windshields all the time.
Here's the question for you. Go what, Johnny? What do you have?
We had a car at Motor Trend, a long-term car, and a piece of wrought iron came up through the fender.
Jesus
It
Christ.
could have been, it was right in line with the guy. But
I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
Have you actually heard of this?
time?
It happens on the
All
freeway.
the time.
Yeah.
You know how you get those little nails in your tires from construction debris? Well, all sorts of shit falls off on the freeway all the time.
And it comes up through the bottom
what
of the
she
car?
probably did was she ran it over with her tire, and she flipped it up into the body, to the floor pan, and it went through.
Yeah.
But as a matter of liability, obviously the vehicle that dropped it, that vehicle is liable.
But
and
how would you ever...
Well, you can't identify. So if you have uninsured motorist coverage, and you can establish an unbroken chain of events,
right?
You can recover from your uninsured motorist. But if it's come to arrest this metal object, then the chain of events is broken. That's a legal concept.
This is all your problem.
This is all your problem.
Wow. It's another thing to worry about. I worry about, not that I really worry about it, but when I'm on the highway and I'm relaxed and the intrusive thoughts start to come in, I think about, somebody could get an accident on the other side of the highway and just suddenly fly over.
It's happened.
Me, right?
I've seen it.
I was on a motorcycle and someone spit up a 2x4 right at me and it was coming at my face, but luckily hit my windscreen and flew up. But now I've got a new crazy fear, new fear unlocked.
But it's
that
just,
I didn't
it's like
know
from
about.
demo concrete. There's a lot of, reinforcing rods and
rebar.
They fall into the truck and
just jamming right.
That's
up
what
you.
I meant. I said rod iron. I meant rebar came up right through the fender.
Has someone ever died from this? Do you think up through the bottom? I'm just talking about suddenly you get skewered like shish kebab.
I wouldn't know if that was the specific mechanism of death, but I have had plenty of people.
I know stuff comes through the windshield and impales you, but I mean up
through the floor. I don't know if I've had that. I've had plenty through the windshield, plenty of other ways.
What's the weirdest thing that's crashed through a windshield that's come into your office?
Besides a person,
birds.
Birds.
A bird coming through.
Yeah.
We've got
bird strike in a car?
Oh yeah.
Through.
Okay. I did have a client many years ago. There was somebody who was coming from karaoke in Koreatown, and this guy was drunk and messed up and crashed into the center divider. And I don't know, I think he had passed on to the other side, but he was perpendicular across the fast lane in his vehicle, completely blacked out at night. And my guy came along and didn't see it until too late, hit the vehicle, and the other dude ended up in his lap. Came through the windshield.
I knew it was a person.
And then came and ended up in his lap.
That's excellent.
And they had to untangle what had happened.
Yeah, and they had to untangle him from the guy.
I thought we were telling a bird story for a second.
Well, I got a good
it's
one.
now a body story.
I mean,
he's got a good one.
When I was driving the, I was
Let
trying
me know when it's over. But go ahead. No, I want to hear it.
Go.
No, I want to hear it.
Don't
what do you
get
got?
pissy. Go ahead.
He's had a deer. I'm sure he's had things.
Did you cut a whale's head off?
Yes.
Yes.
I cut a whale's head off. Hey, move on.
No, I want to hear it. I want to hear
When I was trying to go 250 miles an hour in the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport, they said, the driver's meeting, watch out for alligators on the runway, because we were on the Space Shuttle runway in Florida. And keep your visor down, because if a bird comes through at 400 kilometers an hour, the windshield's not going to stop it. It'll kill you. So it's one more layer of protection. Wow. So naturally, I was like, I hate having I wear glasses. I'm like, I hate having another thing.
visor on top.
Yeah. So I had it up, and then when we were doing the recce runs at 200 miles an hour, 3 birds went right over my head, it felt like. And I was just like, all right, you're staying down for the rest of it.
Unbelievable.
So yeah, it's a real thing. And they had bird cannons. Actually, before you launch, they'd fire off these bird cannons to try and get all the birds off the runway.
A bird can?
Cannon.
You got
Yeah.
scared
It's like a blank, like a starting gun.
Just
if you want to put if you have a space company, you have to have the bird cannons.
Right.
So when you launch,
There's
Is
no birds.
there
right?
a difference between a regular cannon and a bird cannon?
Yeah, there's no projectile.
Well, that can be any cannon.
It's like a starter
Wouldn't you
pistol.
just call these cannons?
Well,
with
then
a
why?
blank?
Then why do we call starter pistols?
That's just blanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I want to know. That's the question I'm asking.
How
you can
is-
say you don't know.
So when I have a gun in my possession and I'm showing it to people on the freeway that I don't like, and the cops pull me over, I go, it's not
pistol. Starter
It's
pistol.
not a gun.
No.
it's not. This
a
is
starter-
not a gun.
That's right. I'm
Yes.
microdosing.
Yeah.
This is paid dating. It's not
Yes.
prostitution.
Yes.
Do you see the difference? Yes. There's a very big difference.
Paid dating.
Yes. Semantics to sell.
Semantics.
You know?
Wordsmiths. Churchill. Words matter. I don't know how I brought Churchill into that. Let me show you this Reddit that's
I don't
making me
know
feel
either.
better. Speaking of driving on the road, this Reddit is my new favorite Reddit. It's called Idiots in Cars. If you're like me, home viewer, or like Zuckerman, and you know how every time we're on the phone, Zuckerman, where if you're in a car, I'm in a car, we end up yelling at someone in traffic, and you're just like, what is happening here?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I have found that the Idiots in Cars Reddit can reduce, because this is so prevalent everywhere in the world, and people are putting dash cams in their cars. This relieves, it reminds you now, and it reminds me on the road now, like this is going on
It's
everywhere. I don't have
universal.
to be upset. And you'll see what I mean. You'll go to Idiots in Cars on Reddit. Go ahead and play this. And it's instantly recognizable car trauma that you'll see. Like, here's a guy, the light turns green, just going through. Right?
What the fuck was that? Great.
What the
that
fuck?
was great.
Go to the next video. Just
Wow.
go. You can just do this all day long and go, yeah, Zuckerman. So then I was, what the fuck is this guy doing? What the fuck?
Oh, look at that.
But don't you recognize these
Yes.
little moments? I mean, I don't
100%.
get in that accident, but what's the next one? It's just nonstop stupidity of idiots in cars. Like, hey, God damn it, dude, what are you doing?
every
You
day.
know what I mean? It's
Every
just
day.
this is the experience of driving now.
I had one of those 2 days ago where I made eye contact with the person. I'm going like, dude, because he's just running a stop sign in front of me, and he's staring at me like,
It's like, what are you doing?
That's fun. I could watch that all day.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
if you watch a little of this before you get in the car, before a trip, you'll be fine. You just kind of sit back and you let all the
So
stupidity
it's
happen.
like
You don't get
Clockwork
upset.
Orange, where they hold the
It's
eyeballs
exactly
open,
like I
and
was
then
gonna
they
say that.
desensitize. Yes,
It's exactly like
they hold your
the
eyeballs
Kubrick
open.
film Clockwork
and
Orange.
then they hold your eyeballs open. They show you all of these things,
Right.
putting the drops in there,
To
and then you'll
desensitize
never.
you.
Yes, you'll never be angry again.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
You
think
know-
this would make me angrier though. But anyways,
No, it calms you down. Look, Willow Springs hats. Willow Spring hats.
that makes me angry. No, just kidding.
These guys sent a bunch of hats for us. They're over there. You guys can grab them.
Sweet.
There was an email. I sent you this. They sent me an email. They're so happy that we're talking about them. Look at this.
Look at that.
That's the new track. I think if you go
That's
down,
streets. That's not even the big track.
yeah,
That's
if you go down,
streets.
there's some before and after videos. Play this. Play the go-kart track first. This is the
Kart track.
there it is. This
Yeah.
is the
The
if this doesn't-
apocalypse was tough.
If this doesn't get you excited, yeah, that's what it
The
was.
apocalypse was hard on Willow Springs.
Now look,
Yeah, that's
and this
great.
is that. Look at how cool this looks.
And this is going to be the future home of Aetherflux, where we launch rockets
That's
into,
right.
into space.
Yeah, we're
this
gonna
could
test
be the
rockets
rocket
there.
center and the race center.
Sure.
Go to the other one now. Let's see the streets.
Before
But,
after.
we're going to get to see this in person because we're going to be there October 11th.
This is exciting. I've done more laps on streets than like any other track I've ever driven.
It's
so
beautiful, right?
Very exciting. Yeah.
Thank God BlueChew doesn't have before and after ads. Before and after pictures in their ads.
These guys are such fans of the show. I think BlueChew will probably set up there. They'd probably love to have BlueChew
How
as
about
a
a
sponsor.
BlueChew vending machine at Willow Springs
Like an old
with a hot nurse sitting next to
Well, you
them?
know what they're doing. So, anyways, they have this big party October 11th. We're going to be there. Everybody in Southern California automotive,
gonna be
whatever,
there.
is going to be there.
Yeah.
All of the proceeds are going to charity, by the way. I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
mention that.
Me?
No, they are.
The charity is singer.
Me, I don't
These
want
guys
to
are
be,
not
I
making
take
money.
Charity.
They're not making money on this event. This event is all to benefit charity. And I think Sam told me what, but
It's okay.
let me
a charity.
see.
Yeah.
A charity, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe I
Poor
don't know.
Zuckerman.
Yeah.
What's that?
Zuckerman's going hungry.
Hey,
charity.
poor Lieberman. Come on. Let's,
Yeah.
Maybe we can get some of that money
Yes.
to buy that car.
Yes.
It's charity money, which
Yes.
would be considered charity money, right?
We're doing a good.
Wait, here's what he wrote.
Okay.
Here's what he wrote. 100% of all ticket sales are being donated to the Lost Angels Career Center in Lancaster, a special program that fits with our charitable goals in the community, which Rod Emery introduced me to. So there you go. So
Nice.
it's a long-term, they want to develop a tech school for women in the area to become automotive techs. Good stuff. Precursor program for troubled kids in the Lancaster area. Zuckerman could attend.
I think it's pronounced Lancaster on the West Coast.
He made a troubled kid joke about you.
Yes.
But
Me?
So all that money goes to them, which
Nice.
is pretty neat.
Do I still have to go on the Fakakta helicopter?
Yeah.
I have a picture of the helicopter too.
I'd rather drive.
Come on, leave him in.
I got there the other day, an hour and 10 minutes.
There it is.
Yeah, it's all right.
That's a nice looking helicopter.
I like the enclosed
Can't
tail
wait
rotor.
to throw you out.
Good luck.
Yeah.
I'll fight back.
but it's going to be pretty big. All right, Baiju's going to come on in a minute. Let's do some ads. Then we'll have our guest come on. We're going to talk about some cars. Guess who's back? It's Huel. For me, mornings are chaos. Getting ready for work. Doing this show is chaos. What are you doing, Johnny? You're demonstrating the
I
Huel?
wanted to demo. I want to be part of the ad.
You know, Cameron was supposed to tell me to bring in their green drink and their protein shake. That was mistake number 2 of the day.
Cameron's over there snorting BlueChew right now.
I don't know what he's doing. The gates were closed when I came. I couldn't get in.
Nice.
And then he's like, I don't know why you don't have that.
Got it real big, huh? Really drank last night.
I don't know.
That sounds just like Cameron.
Ketamine Cameron.
We're just kidding. We love Cameron. Cameron's going to review the Ineos Grenadier for us.
On ketamine.
I don't know what it's like. I left it in the street. You left
I'm
it
in
in
the
the street.
K-hole.
What the fuck, Cameron? Where is it?
I don't know where the key is.
Huel's really getting their money's worth.
That's right. Oh, wait. Grabbing my Huel Black Edition legit saves my mornings, and I do. I drink it when I take it to tennis court because I play too much tennis and I don't have time to eat, and it's perfect. And fall is near, and you should have Huel. Now, Cameron, you have Huel powder, right?
This is going somewhere. What did I do wrong now?
No, you didn't. You can redeem yourself. Are you drinking their protein
No,
powder?
I do drink it every day. I love it.
I gave you 3 giant bags of it, pillowcases.
I'm through one. I'm
And
on
you
the
like
second
it.
One. It's great.
It's working for you, right?
Yeah.
And you use it before you go out play basketball pickup games
Yeah,
out in
before
Santa
and
Monica?
after.
And it's not hindering your job performance today? It's not Huel?
That's not what
That's,
I did
that's
have
another
Huel.
powder?
I should have used Huel
Yes.
this morning, I guess.
At less than $3 per meal, it's packed with 40 grams of plant-based protein and 27 essential vitamins and minerals. No mixing, no mess. Huel's Daily Greens drink is ready to drink. My son James drinks that. He takes that to school. It's the first good thing he's put in his body ever at age 15.
Nice.
That green drink has 42 vitamins, minerals, and superfoods, only 25 calories, 4 grams of fiber, 1 gram of sugar, made by dietitians. Together, Huel makes healthy eating simple. Try both today with a 15% discount off your purchase for new customers with my exclusive code. Look what it says there.
I can't see it.
It says insert code.
Well done.
911. Spike 911 at Huel.com, code Spike911, or go to Huel.com/Spike911. Use my code and fill out the post checkout survey to help support the show. Thank you, Huel. We're also sponsored this week by Odoo. Imagine you're a business owner who has to rely on a dozen different software programs to run your company, none of which are connected, and each one is more expensive and more complicated than the last. It can be pretty stressful. Now imagine Odoo. Odoo has all the programs you'll ever need, Zuckerman. You're a business owner. They're all connected. One simple, easy-to-use platform giving you peace of mind that your business is always being taken care of from every angle. Odoo, you're like the human Odoo of your business, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I keep Odoo. I keep the doo-doo. So,
But you really are. You do
Yes.
all this stuff. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I am the hub for all the spokes.
Odoo has a user-friendly open source application. So this would be like having a digital Zuckerman. We're talking CRM, accounting, inventory, manufacturing, marketing, HR, and everything in between. Basically, if your business needs it, Odoo has it.
It's your very own electric Jew. You just plug it in, it runs everything.
Odoo!
It runs all the media, all of the finances.
What are you
just
talking
like,
about?
Just like that.
I'm just
Yeah.
trying to think of like Zuckerman as an HR person.
He has an HR department.
No, but him is like that. You have to go see Zuckerman.
Yeah.
Zuckerman in work life is not anything like this Zuckerman.
I've been exposed to that, but HR specifically, Zuckerman, and human.
He's
resource.
very respectful when it comes to all of that stuff.
Yeah.
He's a totally different guy. In fact, I tell him, make sure that guy in the office doesn't come to this set. No one's interested in that guy. We want the anti-Semitic one, we just heard a second ago.
No, that's not.
It's not?
It's iron. He's being
Let me get
ironic.
through Odoo.
Oh, okay.
Stop wasting your time and money on those expensive, disconnected platforms. Let Odoo harmonize your business with simple, efficient software that can handle everything for a fraction of the price. It doesn't get much better than that. So what are you waiting for? Discover how Odoo can take your business to the next level by visiting odoo.com. That's odoo.com. Odoo, modern management made simple.
They need no name.
All right. Our friend Baiju Bhatt is here.
Yeah.
Here he comes. Baiju, nice to meet you, man.
What's up? How's it going?
You brought a couple of cars here, but let's talk about you first. You founded or co-founded Robinhood
Sure did.
and democratized stock trading. Do I have that right?
Yeah, democratized finance for all.
Well, yeah. Let's talk about Robinhood. I mean, it was there nothing out there? Like I remember. Like I'm not a big stock trader, but I remember E-Trade was a big idea, right?
Yeah.
Where you could kind of trade stocks on your own. Did you see that and go, we could do this better and we can make it an app to make Robinhood?
When we saw that, I remember thinking to myself, like, this is Web 1.0, right? And
Right.
kind of my idea for how the internet works is that there are these well-worn paths that people do, right? Like people watch videos on the internet, they invest in the stock market, they do these things, and every like 10 to 15 years, when there's a platform change, it totally changes again.
Right.
And so we're like, where's the E-Trade of the mobile world, right? Where's the Schwab of the mobile world? And those guys had mobile stuff that they were doing, but we thought that there was this opportunity to build something that was really, really for this new generation of consumers. We got rid of commissions on stock trading and kind of spoke to that audience of people. And fast forward like 10, 15 years. I think the thing that was kind of top of mind to me back then was when you talk to young people and you talk about investing in the stock market, it was kind of cool to not know what you were doing with your money. Like being kind of clueless was in vogue. You remember this?
Yeah.
You mean like the way I am?
Right
yeah,
now,
yeah, I
currently.
understand.
it's-
So I was actually in vogue at one time.
A while ago. It's
Yeah.
not anymore, I think.
Right.
But like you don't want to have a society of people that don't think it's cool to know about their money. Like that's really bad, right? That's how you end up with people making or just like not saving or kind of thinking proactively about it. And you kind of fast forward the clock to 2025 and you talk to young people and knowing what you're doing about your money, like you're kind of looked at as kind of foolish if you don't know, if you're not thinking about that.
Yeah.
I think that's actually a pretty important thing.
I'm going to an 18-year-old's birthday party, and in the little invitation, it said he likes this, and he's investing.
Really?
And yeah. He just turned 18. Robinhood, how crazy did it get in the beginning? Like, were there moments where you were just working 7 days a week, 12, 14-hour days?
All the time.
And just flying by the seat of your pants going, this thing could go under any second.
The hours in the early days were friggin' brutal, man. And it's kind of interesting.
And what was it? That was
just building the products. And I think the other part was it's a stock market company, right? So it's on when the market's open.
Right.
And we ran the thing from the West Coast. So we had to drag our asses out of bed every morning for like the 6:30 a.m. open.
right.
Which, I mean, that year in, year out, that was like pretty brutal.
Because the stock trades were coming in over the app, and then you guys what were you doing?
We had to be there and make sure every system was working.
Open the store. He had to open up.
And is the system like I don't know anything about any of this. Do you have like big computers in your apartment that where this is?
We actually did. So the companies before Robinhood. So co-founder and I started a few companies before Robinhood, and we actually hosted the servers in this dinky little apartment in Manhattan. And our air conditioning bills, my God, it was
that's cool.
so hot in there.
Yeah. And so that's
also
the
like-
system. So you're babysitting the system. It can't get too hot. If it shuts down, everything shuts down. And
That was more apartment era, and that's also because there were like 4 dudes
Yeah.
sleeping in a 2-bedroom apartment.
wow. We got to talk about cars, but I want to talk about Aetherflux first.
Yeah.
Which I also mispronounced, not just your name. There's so many-
Aetherflux.
No, I know now, but there was a producer earlier who told me it was
Sleep on the
Aetherflux.
I mean, I think both actually work.
Yeah.
But I call it Aetherflux, so that's the right
There
way
you
of
go.
saying it.
And what is this idea? It's an aerospace company that's going to deliver energy to planet Earth. Why are you laughing, Mr. Zuckerman?
How can I be sitting next to a guy like this? He's going to deliver.
He's going to
energy.
explain. Well,
He's
this is
gonna-
why.
Okay.
He's one of these tech guys with disruptive thinking that changes the world.
That's right.
And he's
And
about to tell us how this works.
I know. I am.
and you and I are skeptical.
No, I'm just an idiot.
Same way we were about Waymo. Waymo's not going to work. Now we're in love
I don't
with
think
Waymo.
anything's going to work. But I'm sitting next to a guy that thinks like this.
You're sitting next to a guy who could take a Zuckerman sticker and put it on a rocket into space,
Right.
which has been our dream for a long time.
Yeah.
You have a sticker, a Zuckerman sticker?
Yeah, the face. Yeah.
Is it your whole? Okay.
Yeah, like,
It's his angry. It's his angry face.
Yeah, he's got him, or Lieberman's got him.
You probably don't want to put it on the outside of the rocket.
Why
'cause
not?
It'll fall off.
Okay.
Maybe you put it inside of the
Even
rocket.
so, there's
Yeah.
no adhesive that would like a decal on a rocket, so it would
It'll
stick?
burn off.
That's a great
friction.
question. Yeah, probably.
Friction
You
going
could
into
probably
space.
paint it on. You could probably paint it on.
We could paint it on.
Yeah.
That's even better. Well, tell us
You guys
about
probably buy the whole rocket, and that's
tell
I
us
don't
about
mind.
Aetherflux.
I got a couple of
How is this? How is Aetherflux going to work?
So 2 words for you guys.
Okay.
Space lasers.
Oh no! Now look what you've done to him. You've done to our esteemed guest.
So
it
we
says
got-
here you got a constellation of satellites to collect sunlight. Okay.
Yep.
Convert it to electricity, but then wirelessly transmit it.
Yes,
to
I read
Earth?
this.
How does
I
that?
told you.
Actually, lightning beams for energy transfer would be freaking cool.
It'd be fast.
That'd be
right?
awesome. Yeah.
See that?
So first satellite goes up next year.
Okay.
So fingers crossed, knock on wood, all the things sort of fall into place, which is pretty difficult because the first thing is like building space stuff is super hard. Like
Right.
it's finicky. There's a lot of timelines and waiting and stuff like that. But what we're going to do next year is kind
Can I stop you just right
Yeah,
there
go
and
for it.
ask a simple question? Do you have to clear, like, who's in charge of the atmosphere? Like, do you have to clear this with the United States?
Yes.
Yeah. So you got FAA, FCC.
So
Yeah.
it's relegated to the airspace above the country you're in, where you're launching?
Well, it depends on where you're operating it. So I think there's the sort of guidelines that the U.S. puts out, and the U.S. is the one that puts the most stuff in space.
We
And
are.
with a lot of like, my understanding is that a lot of the space industry is kind of like the broader industry where the world kind of looks to what the U.S. does. But we're working with the FAA, FCC, filing applications with them, trying to get the first satellite into space next year. So we're not building the rockets. That's that'd be really fun. But we're building satellites. And what the satellites do, the idea is to build a constellation where you basically have energy from space. So think like Starlink, but for power.
Right.
And so each satellite collects solar power. So it's got solar panels that deploy. That's kind of what the first one does, is it collects the solar power. It'll charge up a battery on the satellite. And then when it's passing overhead, it'll look for one of the ground stations that we're also building. When it finds the ground station, it discharges the battery into a laser, which then transmits the energy down with the laser beam. And on the ground, you've got a receiver, which is actually kind of a special solar panel that's tuned for that one frequency of light. And it collects that power and then turns it back into electrical current. So you can use it for stuff.
And you came up with this.
So it's
idea.
it's an old NASA Department of Energy idea. It was actually born, my understanding, of the energy crisis of the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so those like that and nuclear fusion were the two
Interesting.
ideas that came out. And then space solar power kind of got poo-pooed on for a long time. And this is not a thing. Like space solar power doesn't exist right now. So my idea was to take this thing that was science fiction
Right.
and just like make it science reality.
And this beam.
yes,
What
the
if
beam.
what if a bird flies through the beam? Would anything happen to that bird?
So first steps first, we're going to work to disambiguate the airspace that we're transmitting it through. And then we're going to have safety mechanisms that look for things entering the beam and cut
Interesting.
Question.
it off. Yeah.
Now, where you want to operate in space, you've got the U.S. government, you've got other governments, and you've got like maybe a big bully guy that also operates in space with Starlink. And when he sees you coming along, these other entities see you coming along, don't they say, hey, this is our place. This is our playground. You can't come here. Stick to your internet. Stick to your Robinhood. But no,
it seems like he's saying, is there any competition? Is anybody trying to push you out of that space?
I mean, right now we're trying to get to space. There's no one trying to push us out because we're not even there yet.
Right. But are you encouraged, by the government?
I am. I mean, I think the way that we're thinking about it, right, is making this thing a thing that operates all around society, is like a real part of everyday life. This is going to be super challenging and hard. And frankly, that's kind of the appeal of it for me.
Yep.
But the idea is that first things first, we want to try to solve some problems for the U.S. government, the military. So the first use case for this. So that's kind of how you.
That's how you get in.
That's how you mature this thing, because
through the DOD or the DOW.
DOW.
Yeah, DOW.
Yeah. That's going to take a while to get used to.
Yeah.
Department of War. But the idea is that there's all these applications for the military, DOW, where you got to get power out to these austere places like the battlefield, like these forward deployed bases. And this basically says you put this receiver, and the whole thing is designed around receivers that are pretty small. Mm-hmm. So think like 10, maybe smaller 5-meter receiver dishes that you can just connect to a satellite from space and get power.
There you go.
So if you don't have power lines somewhere, or it's in a really contested area, the idea is that this is like another way that the U.S. government can make their energy infrastructure more durable. And the idea here is that if we can do that and make that successful, my whole thesis behind this is there's not enough money being made in space. And I think if there's more people making money in space, that's how you get young people to want to pursue these careers. Because I want to create a world where like we're this multi-planetary species where it's not just like government projects in space. Once you start making money in space, I think that's how you get more people to pursue those industries. That's how space becomes like way more cool.
While you're doing this, while you're, like Zuckerman in personal injury and me in entertainment, and you with what you're doing with Robinhood and satellites, you've developed a hobby to kind of let off steam. And it's the same thing we're doing. It's cars, right? When did this car thing happen for you? When did the car hobby start for you?
Yeah, I think it started pretty early on. So I grew up in Virginia, where there were tons of cars around.
Right.
When I was in high school, I convinced my parents to get me this maroon Toyota Camry.
Right.
Which smelled like really weird oils inside. Like a car smelled fucking awful. And the windows were super tinted when I got it.
Awesome.
But it was your first car.
It was my first car.
Psyched about it, right?
Yeah, I mean, people were definitely having a lot of sex in that thing before I got it. It was
oh god,
so nasty.
Yeah.
But I love that thing, and I drove it all the time, because I was taking classes at this magnet school. I was a big nerd. I was working at this particle accelerator doing some research. It was a fun time. It was really fun.
You're the only guy who said that.
Yeah.
It was a fun time. Remember, Cameron, when you worked at the particle accelerator? The fun times you had?
Yeah.
Yes.
I had a summer internship where I was like building this like thermometry system.
Yeah.
It was good stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I told myself pretty early on, probably like primordial days of Robinhood or even before, I was like, if I ever hit it really big at this finance thing, I'm going to take all this money that I make in this future world and I'm going to build a space company. I'm also going to get a bunch of cars.
You're going to get a bunch of cars.
Yeah,
that's great. And you've
cars.
done that. And you have a big collection right now.
I got a small but growing collection.
And didn't you, if I'm not mistaken, didn't you want to build a car before? At what point in your collecting was that where you thought, you know what, if I'm going to collect these things, I should know how to build one, and then you built one?
Yeah, I was pretty interested in classic cars. I kind of felt like, how do you buy these things? Like, what are you actually buying? How do they work? And I'd been loving cars for kind of a while leading up to that. And when, like, my version of it is I like cars that are old and stinky. And I think it's better to go.
Is that because of the Camry?
Yeah. It's a taproot experience.
It's a taproot experience?
It is, yeah. And it's more fun to like actually feel the machine,
right,
than to necessarily go really fast. I think some people get kind of an adrenaline rush. That is definitely not me. I like the artistry of it. I like the way it makes me feel. I like being one with a machine. Right. This is like the good shit about cars.
Yeah.
And so I was like, if I want to get into classic cars, the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to figure out how these things work. It's like, I know what I'll do is I'll build a car.
You build a car.
Yeah.
I think we have the car that you built
That's
up
cool.
right
Do we?
there. So this is the organization you called? Who are these guys?
Yeah, Factory 5 Racing.
And you built one of these Cobra deals?
I built the Shelby Daytona. So I got over COVID. If life wasn't hard enough during COVID, I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a little side project. And so I bought Shelby Daytona kit car.
Wow.
And I actually had a bunch of people helping me. I had a guy that was like an automotive, I called him my automotive mentor, who kind of taught me a bunch of the stuff of how to do it. But the idea was, if I build a car, I'm going to figure out how it works. And if I understand how it works, then that's going to be the jumping off point to buy a bunch of classics.
Right.
So I built it.
Can I just ask you again? I've never, since comic book days, Dr. Man, where you
Right.
see the kit car in the back.
Right.
When you order the kit, what do you get? Like, what gets delivered to your house, and then what do you then have to go find?
A giant crate, like a gigantic crate with like the fiberglass frame of the car.
And it's the whole car, the engine and the wheels?
No engine. Everything but the engine.
So you're putting an LS in there or something, or
I put a 427 in.
you have a choice?
Dude, that thing is way too much power for that car. That car scares the crap out of me.
Yeah.
So quickly, what do? Do you assemble the whole thing without the engine and then put the engine in? Is that how it worked? And how long did it take?
It probably took like the better part of 6-9 months to a year to get it to the point that the frame would turn on and you could go down sort of the driveway a little bit, and every now and again it would splatter a little gas onto my face.
Wow.
And
Do you
then-
still have this car?
I do, yeah. So I got it kind of working. I was like, all right, cool. I wasn't going to do any of the interior or the paint work because there's like, you're not, there's no engineering. You need to like kind of have the finger feel like what looks right, what feels right. So I got it to a point that it kind of worked. Then I shipped it off to some professionals to go through and check my work because I wasn't going to drive
Right.
my first time project around.
Make sure it's safe.
Yep. Got it painted, had the upholstery work done. It looks awesome now. But I don't drive it that much.
Is it a drivable vehicle?
Yeah, I drove it like a week ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I drove it down the coast and drove it around.
So that
around.
became now your personal permission to then start buying a ton
went
of
hog
stuff.
wild. Yeah.
To go crazy.
Yeah.
And are you a Porsche guy?
I love Porsches, man.
Is that what you primarily collect?
Yeah, mostly Porsches. I've got some Ferraris. I remember when I was
Which Ferraris?
I got some
250
good ones.
GTO.
What's that?
Do you have a 250 GTO?
No, I don't. I would like to have one. I would like to have one.
You know, a Lusso or a 250 short wheelbase.
I actually
Just as good.
have a Lusso.
You do?
Yeah,
What
I do.
color?
It was painted resale red. It was originally Pinot Verde.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And you went back to it.
It's in kind of a Frankenstein state right now because I want to get it repainted. Right now it's wrapped. I have a
Right.
wrapped Lusso at home
That's
in green.
bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I never would have
I
expected
can't
to
even
hear. I wrap my
understand
Lusso.
that idea.
So if you open the
But
door,
what do
can-
you do? Are you going to take it back to how it was born? Or
Yeah, I think so.
yeah,
I think so.
you
Yeah,
got
because
to.
it's a green.
Yeah, it's just it takes so long.
It
and I-
takes so
Okay, you're
long.
not going anywhere.
Yeah, I know. I figured I would get another V12 from that era, so I had
Oh.
something else to drive.
Oh,
in
so a
case-
placeholder.
in case it
So
was
you need
gone
a little
for like 2
placeholder
years.
for your yeah. I get
Yeah,
it.
I got a Daytona. I got a purple Daytona. It's freaking awesome.
Purple Daytona.
I got a purple
Well, why don't
Daytona.
you tell us about? You brought a couple cars
Yeah,
here
I
today.
did.
We have time to talk about one. Let's talk about that one right now. What is this car we're going to talk about?
Oh yeah, there we go.
Like, I recognize it as a 964. It looks like an RS. It looks like it's mint green. These are all amazing things.
Indeed, they are. So this one, man, it took me years and years and years to find one of these that wasn't all kinds of fucked up.
Right.
Because these things get trashed. They
Can
get
I
absolutely
can I
trashed.
ask? Was you mean an RS or a mint green RS?
A mint green
Right.
RS?
So that's a small window, right? Zuckerman?
Yeah,
like,
those
how
are-
many of those are there in the world?
What did they make? 28 of these or something small, some small number?
See, I had heard like 7, then I heard 11, and then this morning, you're not gonna believe this. I was at this car meetup. What's it called? The one, it's like Treasure something. or
Oh,
other.
the Treasure State guys.
Yeah, the Treasure State. And there was a bro there with a mint green RS and NGT, and also he had long hair. So I was like,
Did you guys have to have like a shootout? Like this was it?
No, but that group, there's
Yeah.
the guy who bought the other Zagato
Yeah,
is there
yeah.
too.
yeah,
so
it
it's
felt,
funny.
it felt like that Spider-Man meme where we're
Right,
just like
right.
pointing at each other. It's like, who is this? Yeah, so take a look inside. So the weird thing about this car, kind of weird, is it's got the blue seat belts and it had the blue seat inserts,
Oh, wow.
right? And it's like that just kind of doesn't really work. And I had the brilliant idea to go and to put these tartan seat inserts because it kind of like ties the colors together a little bit. Colors have to be right for me. I love colors in cars. It's a big part of it.
So this was an NGT or a Macau car? What was it?
This was just a regular
RS.
Regular RS. Yep.
So wait, so you did the inserts to match the belts.
I did, yeah.
But why not just change the belts out if you didn't like them?
I did some research on the belts. I tried getting some mint belts. I might still do that. I kind of like the blue because
There's also, what about that blue in Boston? Back jack, show the back there. Yeah, Carrera RS. Was that the way it came?
Yep.
So you're kind of stuck with the idea of the blue in there, like
That's
the way it
exactly
was
right.
born, right?
Yep.
That's the tartan we looked at, Zuckerman, the blue
correct.
green. I actually think the tartan works with that car.
I like it. I love
mint
this
green
car.
is such a wild choice, anyways. You might as well really go with the Caddyshack golf pants, right?
Right. You can do
Who's the guy that I'm
anything.
thinking?
Rodney Dangerfield.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, more and more, Zuckerman. I don't know if you're the same way, but I love crazy liveries now. I never used to like them, and I was telling you about that '73 RS that Jerry used to own. I said, why would you buy an orange car like that? I remember telling David Letterman, why would you buy a yellow Ferrari? Now I can't imagine having an ordinary color combination.
When I first got into like 911s, I wanted silver. Now I want anything but silver.
Yeah,
I want
fun.
Color in this world.
Yeah. And this car stands out in that
silver.
way.
Oh, man, silver. I mean, like sometimes you see like the paint to sample 911 and it's like silver, and you're like, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
That's like asking to taste vanilla at the ice cream place.
But that's
like,
look,
why?
it's valid because there is, we don't talk about it enough on the show. There is a color journey you go on
Yes,
as a car
absolutely.
collector. There absolutely is, and everyone's valid. Like in the very beginning, my first cars were silver, and my first car was silver. My second was paint to sample dark blue. And then it just kind of grows from there. I remember there was a black one, and then you start to kind of widen out and broaden out.
Have fun.
Yeah, you want to have fun, but I won't judge silver Porsches. That's
I don't judge them, but it's not what I'm
I'll do
looking
it for you.
for.
I'll do
I'm
it
not
for you.
looking for it now.
But
That's not where I am.
you have 20 cars. Are they all greens or?
I got a lot of weird colors out there. I do have a lot of weird colors. So one thing before we move away from this car, have you guys know about this? Like, open the door on that thing. Listen to the way it sounds.
Which door?
Either one. Sounds like an aluminum can.
Yes, that's what it's supposed
It's
to
like
sound
the
like.
best sound.
It's the Budweiser can with an engine.
Yeah, but it's really the ping when you close it.
Yeah.
Jack,
Close
step
it.
back and let's hear a nice.
Put your butt in there and close it.
Let's do a nice
there we go.
door ping. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, that's a beautiful car.
These 964 RSs, the
So
doors
well
on them.
made.
Yeah.
Zuckerman, you had one, right? You had.
I think I've had
Maritime
4.
Blue,
I
right?
had Maritime Blue. I've had 1 or 2 cup cars. I had a 964 RS Touring in red.
What's the Touring? What's the difference?
The Touring has power windows, air conditioning, and a radio, so you put some weight back on.
Yeah.
So it kind of defeats the purpose, but there were 74 of them, so you get kind of fun in the bragging rights, but it's not here.
I mean, none of these cars are particularly fast, if we're being honest. Like getting the race version of it, you're not going to win any races here. It makes it a little bit more.
Well, it's visceral. It gives you more pleasure. Driving a slower car faster is a lot of fun.
Zuckerman, would you ever let me do a mint green modern car? I thought about it with the GT3 Touring.
100%.
Oh, that would be
This
great.
color, I love this color.
I
makes
love
me
it
crazy.
too. It reminds me of soothing mental hospitals and my baby dentist chair. So I'm all about it.
I don't think I went to the dentist until like high school.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Virginia.
Yeah, also Indian people. I think sometimes Indian people don't do dentists. It's like the same. We don't ski either.
Well, today on Broad Ethnic Stereotypes,
It's all right.
our
I'm
special
Indian.
guest is Zuckerman.
What is it? The oil on the teeth? Is that the deal?
I think it's more of like an immigrant thing.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
my parents are going to kill me.
By the way, you have the best immigrant story of anyone I've ever seen.
They made a wrong turn at Ellis Island, ended up in Alabama, and then look
now
where he
he's
is
in
now.
Alabama.
Now he's a
His
billionaire.
face.
How about
He's-
that first story?
Yeah.
There you go. Do you have anything else to say about this car, my friend?
What else do I have to say about it? No, I would do one more thing. This is like the epitome of the 1990s, in my opinion. Like this color, the style, and I was a kid in the 90s.
I can feel when I drive these, I can feel the light in nature of them versus a regular 964.
This is a 92.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 92s. There were only a couple thousand made, right?
One
2200.
question for you, Zuckerman.
Yeah.
What's the clutch situation on these cars that you've driven? They're kind of all over the place, right?
Well, they're 30. You got a car that's 33 years old. I find they have different engagement points on each car, which is an adjustment issue and a wear issue, and they can be they should be a little bit hard. They should be. There should be a certain amount of force that's needed for it, but the engagement of the shift should be rather precise and short.
Yep.
There were 2,276 made, Zuckerman's. The Touring, 76 units.
I was close.
There you go. They're cool cars. We need to find one.
And there's a lot of green Porsches in here.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Baiju, thank you for coming on the show.
What a great guest.
It's been a pleasure having you here.
Pleasure,
I think
gents.
you are our most successful guest to date. Right?
I don't know.
Would you say?
We can have like a war between him and Seinfeld. Who's more successful? Yeah.
Man, I was telling you this before, but like
He's a massive Seinfeld
I
fan.
love Seinfeld.
He-
I have most of the shows committed to memory.
Well, we're going to talk about that. Why don't we talk about that? That's our show for this week. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week on Spike's Car Radio. If you're a Patreon subscriber, stick around. We're going to keep the chat going right now.